Let's do a couple problems together. So on the first one, I'm going to write out a verbal expression. An expression just means it's part. So 7 less than a number. Notice less than, that's one of my backwards words, isn't it? So I'm going to say, I'm going to take 7 away from a number, so I'm going to call my number n. I'll say n minus 7. The square of a number decreased by the product of 5 and the number. Now we know product is the answer to a multiplication problem. So I'm going to take 5 times the number. I'm going to decrease that from the square of a number. So I'm going to say n squared minus 5n because I'm taking it away from. Now, when I write an equation, I just have to make sure I include my equal sign. So on example 3, for example, I would say 6 times the number is 72. Is a good sign for equals. So 6 times the number, well, come on, is 72. And if I look at example 4 here, I'll do the left side. I'll say I'm going to add, so I can say a number plus 15 is 91. And that's all you would have to do with that. Now we have properties of equality. That's how you solve an equation. Reflexive property says if for any number, you can say it equals to itself. Symmetric property says if I have two numbers and they have different expressions, I can just flip the sides around. So if I have 18 equals negative 2n plus 4, then negative 2n plus 4 equals 18. And if I have the transitive property, that's the everything is equals property. We're going to have 3 equations. We have the first equals the second equals the third, therefore the first equals the third. As an example here, I've got 5p plus 3 equals 48, and 48 equals 7p minus 15, so therefore 5p plus 3 equals 7p minus 15. Now related to transitive is substitution. Substitution is like in sports where we replace something with something else. It's not necessarily equal, you just put it in the question. So for example, if I've got 6 plus 1 equals, or times x equals 21, well I know 6 plus 1 is 7, so by substitution I'm going to say 7x equals 21. I'm actually just simplifying that. So if I look at my properties here, it's kind of a multiple choice on examples 5 and 6. Just tell me, which property do you see there? Well, if I notice on example 5, I got a minus 2.03 equals a minus 2.03. They're exactly the same. So when you say something is equal to itself, that's a reflexive property. Now, if I look at example 6, if 9 equals x, then x equals 9. So I'm just turning that around. When I turn that around, that's your symmetric property.